make history.
What is going on, guys? JD here. Welcome back to History in the Mix.
He thrilled millions with his music. Friday, October 27th. For the first time ever, his hits will bring Halloween to life. Just follow the music. Don't miss the world premiere event. Wow. Michael Jackson's Halloween. CBS Friday, October 27th.
I watched it, and I gotta say, I'm shocked. Now, I know a lot of people that watch me aren't from the US, so you guys probably haven't seen the special yet. So I'm gonna review it, but I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm gonna rate it and everything, and then I'm gonna tell you guys to get off the video if you wanna have some sort of excitement when you see it whenever it airs. So one of the big things I want to talk about is the music here. It was actually really good. I was shocked. Very rarely did they play just a track. They did not play one complete track. Very rarely did they play just a normal track. Most of them were mega mixes or remixes of some sort. And they weren't exactly remixes, but more like Immortal. You know how they're like pumped up mixes that like get you really excited. And I love Immortal. And it was really cool. They had some cool ones in there. It was like, what was it? Escape and Somebody's Watching Me, which was a really weird mashup, but it worked well. Jam and Dangerous, which worked really well. And all of their mixes did work really good. So whoever they had behind that did a terrific job. And I thought it was weird how the mixing was so good on that. It was really good. So the music has my upvote. The characters, one of the big things I said in my Michael Jackson's Halloween, How Good Can It Be video last week, was I said the lack of creativity in the characters are really... So we have Vincent and Victoria, I think. Maybe that's not her name. And I really did roast these guys because I was like, they're so bland. And in the movie, they are very bland. They are very millennial because they tried to shove that down our throat. They are very bland, and they're not very exciting. I think that their character designs could have been a lot better. But there are some explanations. One of the big things I said in the last video was, why is he wearing an MJ shirt? And that's all explained and stuff like that. So it did do a really good job wrapping everything up. It was very creatively written. One of the big things I thought is that they're going to play Thriller. And they're going to play Beat It and Billie Jean. And that was going to be it. But no! I was shocked they played Privacy and 2000 Watts and Threatened. Like they played songs off of Invincible. And that was just so weird, and I love that. And that's how you know that real Michael Jackson fans were behind this project. And I love that. The characters, other than Vincent and Victoria or whatever, really good, really good. I did not have a character that I did not like. One of the big things, I thought that the dog would be more of a main character, but he's not really. I do feel like they talked about him too much, or he could have had a bigger role. But, you know, I don't mind it. He was a really stupid-looking character. But, honestly, this is probably my favorite estate project ever. Like, you guys know how much I love the Spike Lee documentaries, but I don't really know if I'd say that was done by the estate more than it was done by Spike Lee, because all they had to do was sign a paper that said you can use this stuff. And Spike Lee is the one that put it all together, so I'm not going to count that. But as an estate project, Michael Jackson's Halloween is probably the best they've ever done. It was creative, it was funny, the animation looked cheap at times, but not too bad. Overall, rating it as a movie, I didn't have anything wrong with it. It's not a... I'd go as far... This is the best you could do without Michael being here and without him being able to talk, and I really want to talk to you guys more about this, and I will in a second, but for you guys that haven't seen it yet and want to have the excitement, I give it an A+. I give it an A. I give it a 9.9. I thought it did really good. It went out what it was set to do. It'll introduce a lot more kids to Michael and stuff. My little brother loved it. We watch Moonwalker sometimes, but he's not really a big Michael fan. And he really enjoyed it. And he's actually watching it again right now while I'm recording this. One thing I will say is that they really did throw in tracks from Escape. There was nothing from Michael, and very few from... I don't know. I think they included quite a bit from every album, but they did really throw Escape down our throats. They played Escape in the mix that I was talking about earlier, and then they played Slave to the Rhythm over and over again. And I don't really think I talked about flaws. I didn't see a lot of flaws besides the animation looking cheap sometimes, but I even talked about that. I was expecting that. I was expecting it to look terrible, and I kind of raised my expectations a little bit afterwards. One thing I really did hate was that there was this one character. I don't remember her name. Big bad person. And every time she would appear, they would play the same part of Dirty Diana over and over again. This part. And they just play that over and over again. Every time she'd come into the frame. And she's probably the main character. The character you see the most besides the two boy and girl. She's probably the one you see the most. And every time she would come onto frame, they'd just play it again. And again. And it wouldn't stop. And that was very annoying at times. But I didn't see many flaws. I thought it was very creative. I probably would have named the characters Amy and Susie and Billy and stuff like that. I think that would be cool. But ultimately, I thought it was really good, and any Michael fan would enjoy it. And one thing I really do want to talk about before you guys that haven't seen it yet go, is the people that are saying it was bad. I've seen a few people say it was bad on Twitter. And the thing is, the people saying that it was bad are the Michael fans that you just can't please, and I am one of them. I am one that thinks that everything has to be perfect. Like, I'm one that'll make fun of the chalk from the Off the Wall, or I'll make fun of Thriller 3D and stuff like that. But the thing is, just because the estate is behind something or creates something, that doesn't mean you can't watch it. Okay, watching a TV special is not going to get them money. It's not going to make Sony a god to watch a show on TV that they'll get very few money from, that they'll get very little money from. Watch it, enjoy it, have some fun. I understand not buying an album, and I understand trashing an album like I did, but to watch a show, just have fun sometimes. And it sucks. Sony killed Michael, and I agree with all of that. But the thing is, Michael would have loved this. And everybody's like, Michael's rolling over in his grave. No, he's not. He would have loved this, and he would have been honored that they would do this 10 years after his death. So overall, again, I give it a 9 out of 9. I give it an A+. It did really good. Now, this is the send-off for you guys that haven't seen it yet. Everybody basically outside of the U.S. Just check your local listings. Try to find it. Find it on a movie website. You know what I'm talking about when I say movie website. You guys know the torrents and the stuff. I don't want to get this blocked for saying stuff, but go try to find it. Try to watch it. It's really good. You guys won't regret it. So I'm going to give you guys a second to X out while I go into spoilers. I didn't really understand the end. The end was very cool, but also very confusing. So the entire movie, they're fighting and stuff, right? And, Michael comes out. And, okay, so, a few of you guys probably haven't seen the cartoon yet, but you guys stayed. Cool people. And, they're fighting and stuff, and it's the big climax. And then just a white circle appears in the middle, and it's Michael in the Thriller costume. Early 1980s Thriller, Michael Jackson is the era that they chose. My thoughts on that? That's the Michael I would have chose. If you would have made him look lighter, everybody would have freaked out on CBS. So I think this was the perfect era. It looked weird. Michael probably had the worst animation in the entire film. He did look really weird, like his lips and stuff would move really weird. But overall, his character look wasn't bad. It's just how he would move that looked a little cheap. He probably looked the cheapest out of anything. But I'm not saying he looked bad per se. I'm just saying that they probably could have done better when it came... Like, the animation on all the characters, dancing-wise, were really good. But then you have Michael, who moved really weird and really stiff. So I'm thinking they kind of ran out of budget in that section to do Michael. And that kind of sucks. But overall, you know, I am a film critic, collect movies and stuff like that, so it's probably just me. You guys probably didn't even notice that. And the real big thriller dance at the end, I loved. I thought that was fantastic. A great idea to end it all. Trying to think, what else can we talk about spoilers? I really wanted to talk about the Michael in the spoiler part. Oh, another thing I want to talk about in the spoiler part is, you know, the Dirty Diana girl. Her special power was like, you know, if they didn't listen to her or they danced, she turned them into a zombie, a mindless zombie, have you? And it was really creepy. You guys know what I'm talking about. When she threw that green mist and, like, the animals zombified, and it was crazy. Like, I wasn't scared per se, but it was a little freaky and a little sad. And I'm surprised they went that dark with it, actually, because that's pretty freaking dark. Especially when they were like, no! So all the people, like, crying and playing the sad music. Like, there was a little, what was it? Were they crabs? I don't know if I'm thinking of the right thing. I only saw it once right now, guys. And when he, like, took the bullet for the big king crab, and he fell back and started twitching and stuff, that got me right in the heart, alright? That got me right here. Okay, here's another thing. They do use Michael's voice, and I was shocked. That's one of the things I said in the original video. How are they going to have Michael talk? He can't just not talk. And what they did quite smartly, actually, is they used a never-before-heard Michael clip. Or at least, I've never heard it. I think it's unreleased. He says something like, believe in yourself, or something like that.
Keep trying, don't give up. Just believe in yourself.
Something to that nature. And it just fades into white, and then clouds and stuff. Michael, I kid you not, Bubbles' head comes out of the clouds and says, follow the music in your heart.
Just remember, always follow the music in your hearts.
Bubbles, you got me right here. My favorite character, all in all, has to be Bubbles. Either Bubbles or the Hayman. That was pretty funny. I thought Bubbles was hysterical. Yeah, it's gonna be Bubbles. Bubbles is gonna be my favorite. I love his animation and stuff. It worked great, and I love that they included Bubbles. So clever and funny. That was great. So go watch Michael Jackson's Halloween. I hope it plays every year. It was really good. It exceeded my expectations, quite honestly. My expectations were here, and it broke through them. And I'm sure CBS came up with this because there's no way the estate did something this good. And hopefully, you know, we get more stuff down the line. What I'm hearing so far is that it did do really good view-wise. So hopefully we get more Michael stuff. Because this goes to show the estate and Sony and Branca, you piece of trash, that people, though we may have our people that will naysay Michael and everything, we still have people like me, the MJ Cast, and Moonwalk Talks, and all of you guys watching this right now that will support Michael and work hard to give Michael the respect as an artist that he deserves. And he is not a commercial. He is not a glow-in-the-dark t-shirt. He is Michael Jackson, a human, a humanitarian, an artist, and an innocent man. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. I'm sorry if this was a mumbling thing. I didn't script this. With my Searching for Neverland review, I scripted the entire thing, and I don't really like that video. So instead of doing that, I just didn't script it at all. It just went off my mind. I probably should have watched it twice before I did this, but hopefully it'll look good in editing. So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. And remember, just, you know, go and make that change. I'm going to go watch Stranger Things, because Stranger Things came out today. And I'm a Michael Jackson channel, so I had to cover the cartoon all day. All I've done is cover more stuff about the cartoon. So I'm going to go enjoy Stranger Things. Go watch the Halloween special again.